Hey guys, I want to introduce to you my student, Joris. He came up to my personal course in Las Vegas. He was spending with me 5 amazing days. How it was?
Very full, very productive, probably the most progress that I've ever made in such a short amount of time, and really incredible to be here in Vegas.
You are first time in Vegas.
It's an amazing
How was
place.
the Vegas?
It is a really incredible place. Very overstimulating, but it's a beautiful place to be.
Yeah, by the way, Joris is only 20 years old. Can you tell why did you decide to start bartending journey, and how did you come to Flair bartending?
I started really bartending in 2020 during the
How old
pandemic.
have you been when you started?
Just about 16, 17.
All right.
A barbecue place that I worked at, mainly meat, and they built up a bar for the pandemic. And so I got thrown in there, had a lot of fun, got really interested into the bartending scene, and it all started from there. Traveled through Europe and did a lot of bartending, a lot of training through Europe. Went to some bar schools, worked in some vineyards, and eventually came across you, to where I got really inspired with some Flair bartending. And it's just, I love the way that it looks and the way that it makes bartending more passionate. And so from there, I just decided to start really trying to train into the Flair bartending.
Do you like making drinks? Do you like serve people? Do you like communicate with the people?
I think the real beauty with the bar industry is how you have all those elements, right? You have the interaction with people and that very personal touch of the bar industry, but you also, making drinks is fascinating, and you can spend years and years doing that. And then the performance aspect too, not only the Flair, but just how you move behind the bar in general is all-encompassing. It's like a dance as well as a social role, as well as something that you can be interested in, like a culinary.
Okay, as you mentioned that you was inspired by me when you started Flair bartending, and I remember how you came up to the basic online course, and started learning with me. What you achieved basically during that period of time since you started your Flair bartending? Let's talk a bit
From the very
about Flair
beginning.
bartending. Yeah.
It was a long journey. I mean, it definitely is a slower start than I was expecting. I think that, I kind of expected to be able to perform like what I see in all those YouTube videos and clips and on Instagram very quickly. And it's a long journey. It takes a lot of work and a lot of motivation. But starting from the basic course already, just building those foundations make me move behind the bar a lot better as a whole. And then we've been training, now, maybe 3 years now at the Flair bartending, and already you get to use 4 objects, 5 objects, do some expedition, really some bigger Flair routines, and that really builds my confidence behind the bar.
Okay.
I started with that basic course. You've got a couple live sessions with you, and then those online classes to go with them, and training myself in the park every day definitely built a good foundation for Flair, but it still wasn't where I wanted it to be. And so from there, I had a personal course with you actually while you were in Finland, and that was just one-on-one training every week, building routines, and that really helped with the routine building.
Yeah.
I think that really helped me to do some routines behind the bar. And
yeah, this time we knew better each other, so
the training went a lot easier as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And I already had that foundation from the basic course that really helped to learn everything else.
What was next? Next was mentorship, as I remember.
Yeah, and that was probably the biggest thing that has boosted my journey.
What you achieved after the mentorship?
Well, because that mentorship was not only for Flair bartending, but also for social media and how to use bartending to promote yourself on social media.
So what was changed on your social media?
Well, I launched a different social media account just for the bartending, and I went from, I think I had 80 followers. I now have 15,000, 15,500, something like
Alright.
that this morning.
From 0 to 15K.
And that was
followers.
in a couple months' time, so
Yeah.
it really,
Sounds good.
it changed a lot. And to have partnership deals with some bar brands that I already use at home every time, but they send them now for free. And to get to be able to work with those brands makes a really big deal for me as well. And just allows a lot more freedom of traveling. You know, I get to go anywhere and be somewhat recognizable, meet some people that I know just because of the social media.
Nice, very good. And yeah,
And then we're here.
and we're here.
And now I'm here in Vegas, get to fly out all the way, finally meet you in person, which is really an experience as well. See Vegas, which is a lot, but also just the training is moving me so quickly, I think. I mean, that progression makes
Absolutely.
a huge difference with the personal touch of you here, but also just like training, 5 hours a day. It makes a huge difference.
Huge
And-
improvement.
Yeah, and you're so motivating to be around that it helps to inspire me to do so.
You're already the guy who is on the next level. Could you just give them some tips about that?
I think the biggest two things that help me is to invest in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
When I started, you come across all these online courses, all these products, and it seems like, well, maybe it's a waste of money, maybe I should just learn from YouTube or this and that. And investing in you and your products, or just in general, to invest in yourself, invest in your career. It's really not that much of an investment, but it provides that structure to really learn and to progress. So that's a big thing, to just take that step. And then I think the other thing is just to be motivated and to be persistent, to keep training every single day, because it is very easy to just, learn when you're at work, but to train outside of work and to push yourself every single day makes a difference.
Sounds amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was
And
my
it was
pleasure.
amazing to meet you.
Yeah. Let's go practice.
Sounds good.
That was nice, man. That was nice.